Welcome everybody to Coaches from the Couch. I'm your boy Coach Law. This is
Coach Stone.
And we come to you again because I'm super excited about this game right here. We got the Cleveland Browns and the Raiders. I gotta do my chant. Baker Mayfield, let's go, baby. Let's go. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys, man. So we about to break this thing down. I'm super excited. I don't even have a paper.
That's what I'm gonna say. You so excited, you didn't even bring a paper for this one here.
I ain't gotta break this down because I'm just ready to go.
You know what?
I'm just gonna counter what you say, but hey, I got some stuff.
You don't have to counter. I mean,
Baker Mayfield, let's go.
because I'm with you on that one.
Thank you.
I'm with you on that one. But I kind of gave some keys to the victory on both teams. So,
I got you.
So what do the Raiders need to do to win this game? What do Cleveland need to do to win this game? And vice versa. How do they stop each other to win this game? And then I'll give you my pick and the score at the end.
Okay, so we can kind of talk about the Cleveland Browns because I'm super excited about this. Plus, I start Baker Mayfield. He was still in the waivers. I picked him up on 2 of my fantasy squads. So let's do this. I think he'll give me about 20 points this time. So, and plus, I was pretty right. Was I pretty right about AP?
You were right about AP.
I was right about AP, baby.
But you know what? But I was a little right about him too because I said he's got something to prove.
Yes, he was a sleeper guy.
Yeah,
so
he had something to prove. And plus,
2 touchdowns.
They were home dogs. They were home dogs in their own stadium.
Yeah.
It did rain.
Yeah, it did rain.
And like I said, when it's a wet football field, you need to establish a traction, and you establish a traction with the running game.
Gotcha.
And boy, did they establish a traction with the running game.
Yes, sir.
And
yes,
we
sir.
also said that Green Bay needed to establish running back by committee, which they didn't do.
They didn't do.
Which is why they lost. If they listen to the coaches.
You know, coaches from the couch. Like, we let them know.
We tried to tell them.
We tried to have them.
We tried to tell them.
So now these Cleveland Browns.
About these Browns.
So to me, I feel Baker Mayfield is going to help them win this game. Like, I watched film on them. I seen where they was at. But I don't really know what the playbook going to look like with Baker Mayfield in there. So it's kind of hard to say, well, I see it on offense, but this is what I don't want to see on offense. Do not run Chubb all the time to try to protect Baker Mayfield. Yeah. Baker Mayfield has to throw the ball. Yeah. He has to get it out of his hands quick. He has zip on the ball.
He does.
Create the lanes that open up. Let's go 3 wide. Let's do it. Let's walk the dog and do what we do.
Those passes he was throwing last week looked like he had been in the league for 10 years.
Man, he was putting them there.
What's his name? Aaron Rodgers said last year, RELAX.
Relax.
Baker Mayfield might as well have just came out and said POISE. Poise.
Okay.
Because poise is what he showed in that game coming off the bench.
Yeah.
Now, let me give you this caveat. I don't ever advocate anybody get hurt.
Yeah. No, we don't. We
don't advocate anybody get hurt. But I said, week 1, that I had faith in Baker Mayfield, and you threw the imaginary flag on me and said, but he's not starting.
He's not starting.
And I said, and they will continue to lose until he does start.
Yeah.
He came in the game, and they won.
Yeah.
My expectation, well, I'll tell you that at the end.
Okay.
But I will say this. Baker Mayfield, I have my notes here.
Gotcha.
You didn't have it. I got my notes here.
Oh, I got the notes.
You got your notes up here.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield needs to keep that momentum and keep that poise going. Reason being, playing in the Coliseum, the old Coliseum, is not easy for quarterbacks, period, let alone rookie quarterbacks. You know why that is? I'm glad you asked, Coach.
Why that?
The Coliseum is the smallest NFL stadium in the league.
Wow.
It only holds 53 to 56,000 people.
Yeah. That's right.
And that means that those fans look like they're right on top of you.
Yeah.
And if you see those Raider fans in their get-up, it looks like Halloween. It looks like Halloween every Sunday in Oakland.
But, but I look at it like this, though. Baker Mayfield, he living for this moment. He want this moment. Now, what I do want to say is that I hope Baker Mayfield don't take this on his back and think that he has to win the game.
Right.
Because and even though they won last week, right, there's a couple passes that I seen, especially come across the middle. That window was tight.
Yeah. And
it was just the athletic ability of the receiver to catch that ball. He threw it behind one, you know what I'm saying? And then he tried to make a play, and they actually He actually completed the pass, but just that much second left, that's a pick. That's an easy pick. And it was a pick 6.
Yeah.
So he had areas where he was trying to force everything and not letting it flow and let it happen to him. So what I hope don't happen against the Raiders is that he don't try to say, I need to take this on my back and I need to do what I do.
Right. I did it last week. I can do it again this week.
Like forget that. You know what I'm saying? Let last week go and create another momentum in this game because Gruden gonna come after him.
Man, I'm glad you said that because if we noticed it, John Gruden noticed it.
Oh, yeah.
And he's got his defensive coaches prepared for that.
Yeah.
So I believe that John Gruden, one, he's 0-3.
Oh, yeah.
He's too proud for that.
Yeah.
Prior to him coming back to the sidelines, he was what they called the quarterback whisperer.
Yeah.
If you remember, he had his TV show where he would talk to the quarterbacks and get them on the board and find out how these quarterbacks tick.
Right.
He didn't get a chance to do that with Baker Mayfield. So the only thing he has on Baker Mayfield is what everyone else has, and that's tape. And he's got one tape from the NFL, but he's got a lot of tape from college.
Yeah.
And the same guy that played in college is the same guy playing Sunday. He still has that same swag.
Yeah.
He still has that same I'm going to get you before you get me attitude.
Right.
And if he had a spear, he'd stick it in the middle of the football field in Oakland.
Right.
But
that flag, let's go. You know?
But John Gruden has seen what we've seen.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be as easy
Yeah.
for Baker Mayfield, particularly on the road and in a hostile environment where they have a very small stadium. It almost looks like they're playing arena football.
Yeah.
Because those fans are right on top of you. And if you're Baker Mayfield and you happen to make it to the red zone, and you stop and you look up and that end zone is full of silver and black. And they've got spikes. They look like somebody out of the old WWE wrestling match.
The Legion of Doom.
Right. And they're, granted, they can't come on the field, but they can be intimidating and they are loud.
And what I say too is that how he can get away from seeing that is rely on his guy, Landry. Rely on Landry to be that dude to help you out. Like you're gonna have all these emotions. It's your first start.
Yeah.
You got this on your back. You did what you did last week, but rely on your boy Landry, who's been in the game longer than you.
Yeah.
Let him rock with you and let him do his thing with you. And I believe they'll run the score like everybody else been doing against Oakland.
Well, they say that lightning don't strike in the same place twice. Landry needs for it too.
Yeah.
Landry had 8 catches for 103 yards last week.
Yeah.
And he needs a repeat of performance.
Right.
Once again, Gruden saw that too. But we said here on this show for the last 3 weeks, what opens up a good passing game?
Good running game.
A good running game.
And
they got a guy, they call him Beast Mode, in case y'all never heard of him. And he also has something to prove. He has not had the type of year he want to have so far. Last year, coming out of retirement, he wasn't where he should be. But I think right now, this is the game for him to catch up. I still don't think they win. I still don't think they win.
Okay.
But I think Marshawn Lynch is going to keep that front seven honest, where they got to stop him, and that's going to open Landry up. I agree with you. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I don't know if it's going to be a blowout, but I believe it's going to be a high-scoring game on both sides.
So the Patriots have a thing called NASCAR, right? And so I'm calling that play for the Browns. NASCAR. Let's do NASCAR the whole game, and I promise you the sale, whatever they want to call it, the momentum will be snatched out of Oakland.
Tell me what NASCAR is, Coach.
So NASCAR means we get on the ball, we speed it up, we go 5 wide, 4 wide, we run it out, we do some dink and dunks with the running back as we still moving quickly. Boom, over the top with Grunt over the top, bang, we got it. We in the end zone. It takes about 2 to 3 minutes to get there, but that's what we do.
So in other words, a hurry up offense.
Basically.
Okay.
But it's called NASCAR. I like NASCAR.
I like that. Let everybody else call it hurry up offense.
NASCAR
seems to work for the Patriots, but it's ain't about the Patriots.
Oh, it's not. It's about Baker Mayfield. So, what you got, Coach?
I got another guy I want to talk about.
Okay.
With Cleveland.
Okay, with Cleveland.
He's on defense.
Okay.
Who do you think he is?
I'm not sure because I was going to talk about I'm siding with the Browns so much.
But see,
we supposed to be talking about both teams.
but on the brain is Myles Garrett, though, right?
Myles Garrett. He is the guy.
He is the guy. He is the guy. But you know what? I want to talk about somebody else.
Who that be?
His bookie.
Who that?
His name, I got to look at his name because I can't pronounce it.
Oh, okay.
Emmanuel
Yeah, that dude.
Emmanuel. Now, you didn't get to see him in last week's game because he was out with a sprained ankle. He's been out for the last 2 weeks with a sprained ankle.
Yeah.
But when those two finally get a chance to play together, like they did in the first game before he got injured,
right,
they was on their way to being disruptive.
Yeah. I agree.
Now, one thing that the Raiders have going for them, they do have some good tackles.
They do.
They do have some good tackles, so it's not going to be an easy event for either of those guys.
Yeah.
But speed and athleticism beats big and slow every time.
I agree, and I look at it like this. When I thought about the defense and saw the defense, I can't really call everybody's name except Garrett. But I believe that Cleveland is a top 8 defense in the league. A top 8. Wow. Because I believe that they have the strength, the stamina, and the right coach for defense. See, I think the only problem that was wrong with Cleveland was really offense. Like, if you really look at it, Cleveland stayed in a lot of games, especially when it's because of the defense.
You're absolutely right.
The defense stayed on the field more than the offense, and they kept them in the game where they could have won by 2, okay? Could have won by 3. They lost by 1. You know what I'm saying? They 0-16, but you can look at the, like, 5 games was like less than, 7, 8 points.
Yeah.
And so the defense is strong enough to hold them. So I believe the defense is a top 8. That's just me. But I believe that in this game here, I think everything is going to come to them in the defense. If that D-line did stay disruptive like it is, I think that the Oakland Raiders, where they at right now, if they don't do what we're going to talk about in the next segment after this break, what I think we're going to talk about, I think that defense is going to eat. And if you don't have them on your fantasy squad,
you better get them.
You better get them because I think they're going to eat. I think it's going to be ugly. Ugly. Just like Lion King, you know. Yeah, right. Ugly. Yeah. So after this break, you guys, we're going to come back. We're going to come back with our tailgate moment. And once again, man, we want you guys to continue to subscribe, continue to follow us, share this out. Follow us on all social media platforms. I'm Coach Law.
And I'm Coach Stone.
And we'll see you guys after the break with Tailgate Moment. And I want you guys to do your thing. All right? We'll see you in a minute. Peace. Hey, you guys, welcome back from the break, man. I'm telling you, we had some hype moments in that first segment, and so I'm still hyped about this thing because Baker Mayfield, I'm just saying, you know, we're going to do our thing, man. So I'm Coach Law.
And I'm Coach Stone.
And we're back here. This is our tailgate moment, but we have something special. We have the owner of Southern Pride Barbecue here to talk about football, and he's going to tell us about some food that's on the way. So get ready for that. So I'm going to turn it over to Coach Stone to interview my man, and let's do this thing.
This is my privilege to have honorary coach Devon here. Been a good friend of mine for a lot of years. He's allowed us to have this show in his establishment. We're very appreciative of that. Do we call you Coach Devon or Coach Bob?
Coach D.
Or Coach D.
Call me Coach D. Coach D. Coach D.
Because you're a defensive guy. You're a defensive guy. So we got to talk to Coach. So Coach D. So we've been breaking down the game this weekend, the Cleveland Browns versus the Oakland Raiders. All right. So we both are big Baker Mayfield fans.
All right.
And he picked Baker Mayfield to go first in the draft, and he did.
Yep.
I said at the beginning of the season that the Cleveland Browns will not win a game until Baker Mayfield started, and they did. So tell us, before you get into Cleveland and Oakland, what's your thoughts of Baker Mayfield?
Well, I think Baker Mayfield is a heck of a quarterback.
Yeah.
I think Cleveland made the right move by inserting him into the lineup.
Yeah.
It's going to be a valuable game experience for him, but the key factor in this whole thing is there's no film on Baker Mayfield.
Other than college, that's right.
Other than college.
That's right.
Yeah. So,
they got a small sampling of him last week.
Exactly. So coordinators have not figured Baker Mayfield out, which would definitely work to Cleveland, the Browns' advantage.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I say ride the wave.
Right the way. Right the way.
Ride the way, because I feel the same way. But like we said earlier in the first segment, he does make certain throws that it just take one more step and it's a different ball game. And so he does take chances like the guy who's a commentator now, Tony Romo. He takes some Tony Romo type moment.
I would put him more closer with Brett Favre than a Tony Romo.
I don't know.
Well, I can see that.
Because Brett Favre took a lot of chances.
At the end of his career.
Well,
He did all the time.
Mayfield is definitely a riverboat gambler. I will say.
I give you that.
Good one.
I give you that. Yeah.
So with that being said, I would say Brett Favre.
Yeah, Brett Favre.
Yeah.
But look, before we ask Coach D about the defense, his staff has just brought over the tailgate moment. Remember, this session is called the tailgate moment. Coach, describe what we got here in front of us.
Well, what we have here, guys, is a Southern fried loaded baked potato.
Pull that paper down so the camera can see it. Yeah.
Y'all want me to bring it a little closer so you can smell the aroma? Hold on.
Show the people, Coach.
Go ahead, keep describing. I'm just gonna bring it up to them.
So what we have on here is a loaded baked potato. With a meat of your choice. You can do a pulled pork, brisket, or pulled chicken.
All right.
Loaded on top of that, you have a white queso cheese, shredded cheese, jalapenos, scallions, tomatoes, and sour cream.
Woo, man, that's a whole meal.
A little bit of barbecue sauce, and that topped off with our signature rub.
Yes. Yeah, y'all remember the first series, I talked about that signature rub.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I had to talk about that signature, so I know all about that signature rub.
Yeah, you got to get you some.
So you guys, look, I'm over here stuttering because I'm looking at this. Like this potato right here is one of them sleep potatoes. You know, after you get done eating, you gonna fall asleep. You know what I'm saying?
We should call it the itis.
Call the fat boy disease or whatever you want to call it. Because I got that going on right now. You know, but this will make you go to sleep. This will make you go down. Hey, and down here on the ticker, you guys will see the actual address to come down. So make sure you come down here. Make sure you even tell them that you guys seen this potato right here on Coaches from the Couch, that you guys seen what was going on, man. So come down here. And he threw it.
Yeah. What I want to let you guys know, if you come down here and mention that you've seen this potato, on Coaches from the Couch.
Oh, this is the first.
Here it comes.
We're gonna give you $2 off.
$2 off, baby.
But it's only if you mention the Coaches from the Couch.
Coaches from the Couch. So get down here, get this baked potato. I mean, all the toppings on there.
I mean, it's like
it's big.
It's a big potato.
So Coach, you said we got 3 different meats.
Right.
Can you get all 3 meats?
Yes, you can. You can get all 3 meats.
Man.
You can get all 3 meats.
Look what we did for y'all. Look what we did for y'all. So come down here at Southern Pride Barbecue here at Olive Branch. Like I said, once again, you guys down at the ticker, you guys will see the address. Come in here, and like he said, you get $2 off if you mention that you've seen this on Coaches from the Couch. So come down here. So let's get back to this game. You know what I'm saying?
So Coach,
All right.
so Baker Mayfield sees this potato.
Okay.
He's coming for this potato.
Okay.
You're on defense now. How do you stop him? How do you stop him from getting that potato?
Well, I think with Baker Mayfield, by him being an inexperienced quarterback, you have to confuse him with coverages.
Okay.
I get that.
I think he's new to the league, so you have to disguise your coverages. You have to confuse him. I think if Gruden and his staff, they can confuse them, it's going to be a long night for them.
Yeah, and I think, you know, they didn't really scheme for him in the last game. For the defense, it was just not there. And the momentum and the excitement and the crowd, it's like you couldn't stop that. So I feel they would have some schemes for him, but I don't think the defense of the Raiders is strong enough to stop him from actually scoring and putting up points and yards and all that stuff. Now, if they go to run this ball, Cleveland, do not run the ball all the time. All right? Don't go back to that. I mean, Chubb is cool, man, but you cannot run the ball, use your arm, use your board, and do because I don't believe in the Raiders. Because you know why? They let Khalil Mack go.
Well, and I told you that I thought that was the right thing for them to do at the beginning of this segment, and I still stick by that, but there's no need to rehash that. But I will say this. When it comes to the Raiders defense and stopping Cleveland, you know what I have in my notes here?
What you have?
You know what's going to help them stop?
What's that?
The fans. Raider Nation, they're gonna need. I know Seattle's got the 12th man.
They do,
but the Raiders are gonna need their 12th man because their defense is not strong enough, I don't think, to stop them on their own. So the fact that they have that small stadium with the fans right up on the football field, it feels like, and those fans and that makeup get up that they wear. They're gonna need those guys to be at their rowdiest, at their loudest, at their ugliest. They're gonna have to do because the Raiders gonna need all the help they can get.
Well, I think the Raiders gonna need more than the black hole to stop.
I agree too. They need some rain or something. I don't know.
Because I mean, let's be real, guys. The Raiders essentially traded away their defense.
They did.
So they're gonna need more than the black hole to survive. And I would say this Cleveland team is gonna be dangerous.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, they got some weapons, and I think once they get their chemistry and that experience, they're gonna be very dangerous.
Yeah, I say the same thing. I believe Cleveland is gonna do anything. I believe next year they will be contending for a wild card. Not this year. I'm not giving them that just yet, but they can prove me wrong. But not just yet. But I look at the Raiders though. When I look at the Raiders offense, the only person I can think about is Marshawn right now. Yeah. And Marshawn gonna have to do his thing. Granted, I think. I don't know, man. That's the only person. At first, you know, you think of the Raiders, you had all the pieces there. You had everything that was going to receivers, quarterback. Everything was there. But then now it's like, I don't know what's there besides Marshawn Lynch.
Well, you know, listen.
So,
are you a fan of the Blues?
Not too much.
Not too much. You're a fan of the Blues.
Yeah.
So when I'm trying to figure out something. I'm trying to figure out something that I can coach up the Raiders offense, and I'm reaching, man. I promise you, I'm reaching. But I reached all the way to BB King.
Okay.
All right. And this is what I found. I found an old tape. It was a tape.
Yeah.
From 1987. BB King was performing, and it was. I ain't gonna tell you how old I was. BB King was performing at a small club.
Yeah.
And the people were just excited that BB King was there.
Yeah.
And then BB King gets on the mic and he calls up Albert King. Then he calls up Eric Clapton. Then he calls up Stevie Ray Vaughan. He calls up Shaka Khan. He starts calling up Etta James.
Yeah.
He started calling up all of these folk and the people in the small clubs like, we getting all of this?
Yeah.
It was a jam session that wasn't supposed to happen. Wow. So I thought about that thing and I said a jam session, so I put the acronym JAM.
Okay.
And for the Raiders to win, they're going to have a jam session of their own.
Wow.
They're going to need Jordy Nelson to come through.
Yeah.
They're going to need Amari Cooper to come through. And they're going to need Marshawn Lynch to come through.
Yeah.
And when they get that jam session together, they just might have a chance. But
I like to interject something.
Go ahead, Coach.
Since we using blues,
go ahead. They're gonna have the blues when this is over with.
So I'm gonna use a BB King song.
All right.
And it's gonna be a reference to the Raiders offense.
Okay.
You ready for this?
I'm ready for it.
The thrill is gone.
I I get it.
It's gone.
It's gone. Week 4, coach. And the
It's
thrill's
gone.
already gone.
Yes, it's gone.
Oh my God.
The thrill is gone.
Okay.
He went to Chicago. He went to Chicago.
Oh, the thrill went to Chicago.
Yeah, the thrill is gone, man.
Wow.
Wow.
So, and with that, all the Raiders hopes.
All the Raiders
Man.
are gone. They still got Halloween. the Raiders still have Halloween.
Yeah, and now they can pretend to be the NFL team.
Trick or treat.
So as
I'm
you
sorry, Raiders Nation.
I know it, right?
Yeah, we got love for you, Raiders.
It's all fun and games. It's just having fun.
No, we serious. We tell you the truth. We need you guys to fix this so y'all can have some great games and get Gruden what he need to give. So that's what we're doing, man. So hey, once again, you guys, man, thank you guys for watching Coaches on the Couch and doing what you guys do. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like us. Make sure you follow us on all social media platforms. And we want to thank Coach D right here for coming in and giving us some insight, telling us about the thrill is gone and all that good stuff. And so, go ahead, Coach.
Before you leave, Coach.
Okay, all right.
Give us a winner and give us a score.
A winner in the score.
I think Cleveland win the game.
All right.
And by a touchdown.
By a touchdown.
By a touchdown. I'm going to say 24-17.
24-17. All right.
24-17.
All right. Okay. Coach Law, you called it a blowout early.
I'm calling 30.
Uh-oh.
30 to 10.
30 to 10.
I'm gonna say 30-17.
Wow.
30-17.
Well,
Cleveland. Baker Mayfield. Let's go.
You know what? I'm going to ride the Baker Mayfield train. You know what? I'm going to go against your prediction. Cleveland makes the last wild card spot for the playoff this year.
Whoa.
what's the record to make the wild card? 8-8?
10-6.
10-6.
Whoa.
Now, earlier, Coach gave him 7-9.
I gave 7-9.
I gave 8-8. He said 10-6. All right.
But that just shows that we got hope in the Cleveland Browns now.
Baker Mayfield.
We ready.
Not
Baker
just
Mayfield,
Cleveland.
X Factor. Let's go. So you know what I'm saying. So after I go
Open them lockers.
open the lockers. right.
Keep the lockers open.
Exactly. Well, you guys, man, you came, you watched us, man. So I'm gonna get out of here because we got our coach to go ahead. What's your segment called?
They didn't ask me.
They ain't asked
But
him.
if they did.
But if they did, this segment is where Coach Stone is going to tell you about something where we close this thing out, man. And we're going to move off the scene and let him have the floor while this nice potato is sitting in the front.
Yeah, I'm going to eat while you guys do that.
Oh, so he said he going to eat it. Well, I let him sit there, and then I'm going to move off the scene. And I'll be back next week with my Got Him Coach. Because I ain't really see too much Got Him Coach this week. I'm going to have to go into some high school and make some comments. Give you some Got Him Coach. But I ain't see too many Got Him Coach, but I will get that done. So, Coach Stone, it is yours. You need 4.
Nah, man, it's so good, man. Just lick your fingers.
You put your fingers in there.
So, my segment, they didn't ask me, but if they did, and I'm going to go back to last week because apparently they didn't listen to me, Coach. The referees didn't listen to me because they called the same penalty on Clay Matthews. The form tackle on the quarterback, the tackle that we teach Pee Wee, they called it. So if they had asked me and they said, Coach Stone, how do we fix this? I would say they would have to have a forum. And the forum needs to consist of the quarterbacks, not the linebackers, no one on defense. It needs to consist of the quarterbacks. And let the quarterbacks get in front of the camera. When you have Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady and those guys, Ben Roethlisberger, Cam Newton, standing there in front of the camera and telling the NFL that is not a penalty. No, we don't want to get our block knocked off. But if we have to get our block knocked off, that's the way to do it. Form tackling. And that's what they should do. The quarterbacks need to get behind the defensive guys, and if they get behind the defensive guys, this whole thing will be squashed. That's my story, we're sticking to it.
And you know how we do it. Make sure you follow us on all social media platforms. Make sure you hit the subscribe button down here and watch the ticker for the address of this great and amazing barbecue place. Because on Thursday nights where we at right now, they have karaoke. Get down here, get your voice on, get your eat on, do what you do. All right, we're going to get out here. And Coach, you got anything you want to say at the end?
Only that I believe Vegas.
Here we go.
Vegas says it's a 3-point
He
dog.
always come with this point spread.
Vegas says it's a 3-point. Vegas is hard. They never lose no money now. They hardly ever lose money. And they gave it a 45 points and a 3-point dog. So if you do the math on that, they're picking 24-21, but they're actually picking the Raiders.
Bad call. Don't do that. All right, you guys. I'll see you guys later. Be good. Peace.
Peace.